My Govan and Melonine, and well met indeed. I am Arakir Galajerthan, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on with our excellent blitzkrieg-like conquest of the lands of Isengard in the Adûnâim campaign, or continuation. In the last episode we successfully took Baradvin and Karas and held off an army at Castle Good Hope. And the situation is turning in our favour. As we gain new lands, we gain more money, and we are able to muster armies, as you can see here. I'll just turn down my headset. We are also, hopefully, in this episode, going to do two things. Number one, we are about to attack the elves, and that will be the focus of the episode, really. And also, our army will soon be ready, or is indeed ready, to go and see if we can punch a hole in the northern Adûnâim. So we're going to do that too. We shall leave behind the worst general, who is you. Otherwise, we're taking the lot. I'm not bothered about retraining or anything, so let's just get to it. So they're going to head off. Right, so it's in Isengard. We need to do a little bit of jiggery-pokery, though. Oh no, we're all right. Anagamaite, who's going to link up with Naktir, is heading off to take that. And of course, our main army, Nimruzir, is going to push through for Isengard to try and take the river. The army of Karas then will be tasked with mopping up in the south here, so we need you to move on Gund. And you can do that quite quickly, but we will need to give you some troops to stay behind. Those sellswords did incredibly well last time. I'm loath to leave them behind. But there's not many of them. Well, we'll leave them definitely, and we've got a lot of archers, so leave them as well. Oh, it doesn't hate us. Oh, but first we've just got to mop up Mao Nag. Annoyingly, because we will win this so easily, but if we auto-resolve, we'll lose way more than we need to lose. That is, of course, an image of Eowyn killing the Witch King, for no mere man can kill him. Fool, I am no man. From the film. Well, who knows every single line in the book's off the top of their head. I don't know if that's word for word from the book, but of course it's the same theme. She kills him. It's prophesied that no human or no man will be able to kill the Witch King, and indeed it is a woman that then finishes him off, thus bringing an end to Glorfindel's prophecy. Right, we're going to shoot them. And that should become clear. Don't be in that. And oh no, don't want them either. Line up behind them. Don't run away. And rain hell down upon these fools. Right, everyone else though, we will form lines through the middle, because they will eventually come to us. Oh, are they running away? They are, aren't they? So we only got a couple of shots off. Have they got anything that will shoot us? Oh yeah, there's some crossbows. Shoot the crossbows, please. And there's Isengard as well. So I've got those two on the crossbows. Just confirm. Those three on the Isengard. You two on the half-orcs. Who's out of the back? Urukai infantry. We'll overwhelm the infantry with our own melee. Isengard, please bring down the Isengard. Change up. Everyone on the crossbows, please. Right, they're moving in. Change to the infantry. And let's go for it.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Flank them round. Come on. Get a jog on, friends.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Stop what you're doing. Oh, I think we've got routing. Yeah, we have.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
Goodness gracious, they have a long range.
Press the attack.
I really like this faction. They're such good fun. Oh, the enemy general has fallen. Excellent. How do we do? 42! We won't bother seeing who killed the most because it's not really worth it. But That image has come up before as well, and those are the green elves of Isengard, also known as the Lyquendi, literally meaning green elves. And they are ambushing and killing the dwarves who are coming back from the sacking of Menegroth, wherein they just created a, I think, is it they put the Silmaril into a necklace or a diadem or something like that, and then they decide that they want it for themselves. They kill lots of people, including Thingol. They then flee with this reward. The elves say, hang on, these dwarves have just killed a load of elves. And then the green elves of Isengard ambush them on their way back to the Blue Mountains, and they kill them all.
Glory, honor.
Right, Captain Zaguth is a bit of a pain, but if we could lure him over to Gund, that would be better. But then they probably will just get Karas. I've been criticised before,
yes, my lord,
for allowing, leaving towns undefended, and then the enemy just moving in and mopping them up.
my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Which is an
Yes.
acceptable criticism, I suppose.
Yes,
We probably
my
should attack Zaguth, but what we'll do for now is stand on that bridge and see what they do.
Your will, my
And we'll manoeuvre and position our armies accordingly when we have more information. Otherwise, I think we're at an end turn. So, there. Of course, I've been trying to buy Royal Tharbad back for some time now, and we're not succeeding. And which is frustrating to me. But I don't want to go to war with the dwarves. Not one jot. But then we're actually miles away from our own victory conditions, and of course our true victory conditions are 60 regions. I was hoping for 40 regions. The Orcs of the Misty Mountains have actually already won the campaign, but are now getting destroyed by the dwarves and Dol Guldur and Mordor, and the Northern Adûnâim still have a few provinces in Misty territory. They became so large that everyone wanted them dead. Mithlond just built roads in time for the finale, the end of the elves. For Hamgathor built us a shipwright. Oh, you can get a dockyard too. Why not? Thank you. Oh, there's Civil Disorder, Bad Advent, and Castle Good Hope. They're doing a lot of damage. You fools. And why does Fahamgathol not like us? What's going on here? Oh, there's a substantial cultural unrest still, but we've held it for ages now. Get a public order. Yeah, go on and chuck that in afterwards. Get a law bonus. Right, here we go then. Do we have enough to kill the elves is the question.
Yes, my lord.
As you command.
I don't know. I don't think we are going to. AI can control that army. We're so far away from the front, any survivors are just going to get shipped away, so it doesn't matter how many die as long as we kill Kierda. 9-4 ratio in our favour. We outnumber them over 2-1, closing in on 3-1. 3 would be 5,100, but how many have we got? 3, 8, 4, 6. So we're close to 3-1.
We attack.
Now, do remember, this is not the finest elves of Linden. Linden suffered from the problem that they often do, in that they don't get enough money to train troops. And so the AI always automatically fills all of its build queues with forces. And then as better and more elite troops comes along, it starts adding those to the queue instead. But if it runs out of money and its armies don't die, then it doesn't train anything. And that is what has happened to the elves. They never actually fought anyone in any great means. So their armies have stayed as early tier compositions. Have stayed with early tier compositions for the entire game, because obviously we didn't kill those early tier units, so they couldn't then replace them. I hope that makes sense. We are attacking them, but we're gonna just have to run at them. So we're gonna send trash down the middle. We have a bit of a hill, which is where we're hoping to come from. And then you four are going to go on the left. And you four, our better units, are going to go on the right, where might be fighting slightly uphill, so we want a slightly better unit over there. You two group together and don't fire at will, and also you don't fire at will. General, get ready. No one is on defense, we're attacking them. Oh god, they're right in front of us. Slow movements, please. Let's not overstretch ourselves before we get there. I'm sure they'll have archers, but don't worry about it. Hold on, they look like they're coming for us. Fire! Fire! Run the archers up there. Get the general behind them. They are coming for us. Pause. Alright. So, let's bloody do it. We'll oblige them. No, you go right. Like that. Who have we got down there? Sindar Spearmen, Adûnâim Spearmen. Perfect. We've got the good units on the right hand side. Hit those spearmen. No. You go down and hit those spearmen. You go and flank. You cut straight through for those Teleri swordmen. Everyone else is running. I can't believe they're just going hard in for us. Linden, I personally think, are the highest quality design of any faction in Divide and Conquer. I think their unit designs are incredibly good. Yeah, let's run all of those up there. Fire everything we've got on that eastern side. Oh, look, our ballistas are shooting into our own men. It's a bloody maelstrom across the board. Get involved, mate. Get involved. Come on, keep it up. Right, we can flank them with the savages.
Victory will be ours.
I do think we are going to win, hands down. I know Círdan is out there somewhere, and he's obviously an insanely powerful unit. I don't know where he is. Oh, when they go rebel, they get Imladris's design rather than their own. It's interesting. Because, of course, the rebels are a faction in the files, and so they can only have one design. They can't... We'd have to make two versions of the Adûnâim, which would be a huge waste of unit space, in order to have them have different designs. Our archers have had almost no use in the end here. Let's run them down there so they can at least do something. Círdan is somewhere. Ah, Círdan is attacking our reinforcing army. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, of course. The general always gets sellswords. Círdan has gone from Mithlon nobles to sellswords. Oh, what a sad day. But then it does seem to suggest that there's a general in here. But none of those are Mithlon nobles. Ah, so this will be a doddle. There are no nobles here. Let's rout this middle. Let's break this, and then we can focus on those more elite troops down the bottom. You guys are doing really well with the ballista massacring the Teleri swordmen while you just stand still, basically. Hold your shields up and wait, and you'll win in the end. Ah, yes, the arrival of the savages to the back of the elves. They just look so good, don't they? The Teleri units look incredible. The whole of the Linden roster looks amazing. So clean and crisp, such uniformity across the troop types. I love it.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Why aren't we shooting them? Come on. Any danger? Who died? Erumolian has died, wherever he was. And we're finally getting these sellswords who look like they're going to try and flank us. Oh no, look, they're charging in on them, who I completely forgot I even had. Run, quickly! Go, 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 go! Sprint, you stupid idiots! Oh, you've died because of your own stupidity. I agree I should have moved you quicker, but I mean, come on. You don't have to be utter morons about it. Right, let's try and flat curl them around and send him on a merry goose chase. Does Círdan keep his unique model, or does he just look like a sellsword general now? I'm not really sure. I think he just must look like a sellsword. I mean, obviously none of those is Círdan, but he might just be following up from behind somewhere.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
No, he did change to a sellsword, and he is dead. What an... just completely... what's the word I'm looking for? Ignominious? As in, passing without note or fanfare. It's over. I mean, that's it. It is over. We've lost 25%. Oh, they're charging straight into the arrow fire. It looks so good, doesn't it? I mean, I'm not sure what's happening there with the ballister crews. Well, what is this target practice you've got going on? Our ally has abandoned the siege equipment and charged the ballister crewmen into the fray. Is there anyone actually still fighting?
Behold
over there.
How our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Capture as many as we can, but the archers will start firing, and so ends the time of the elves in Linden. I think we can end it there.
Be awed by the victory
740 we lost.
here today.
It was quite a few, but Círdan's army just nothing really. Excellent there from the Narju Tariq, 173. Our ally Savage is getting the most kills, no surprises there. After the 173, the only other standout was the Isengard, both of which holding our eastern side. Very well played, men. Very well played. That is, of course, Ungoliant, and she is demanding the Silmarils from Melkor, and he holds them up defiantly, saying no. And it is said that his screams of agony are heard so far afield that the Balrogs usher forth from, what was the first one called? Angband? Or the one beginning with T? Adûnâim, that doesn't begin with T. And they save him. And Ungoliant flees into the south, where she apparently then runs out of things to eat and eventually eats herself. She devours herself for her insatiable lust. Right,
Yes, my lord.
now we're going to send the best and brightest away to the south. Well done, men. Well bloody done. You've succeeded in holding these lands. Where is our diplomat? Let's try and
My lord.
buy it again.
It's good to see you.
I'll give you back Gahuzana. And you will give me Royal Tharbad, please. Generous, that is. I've chucked in map information, even more generous, and I'll give you all of my money. And I'll pay you 1,000 gold coins for the next 15 turns as well, giving you a grand total of 30,000. And they're not going to accept it.
No, we cannot quite accept this.
They don't think they don't want tribute, they want one-off payment.
Well, that was
What I'm gathering from what the text just said, but I don't think that's actually any indication whatsoever. I think there's just random lines that are selected as to why they've said no.
My lord.
Ah, yes, you're going up the river, aren't you? So I need you to go to Barad Bin and stop it hating me. It's going to take some doing, because they really don't like me.
Your orders, my lord.
We shall engage. We
You
shall
besiege
Yes,
there.
my lord.
Oh, we're only a few
with
turns away
honor.
from
We
Isengard.
shall continue tomorrow.
Your orders, my lord.
Yes. This
Yes, my lord.
Castle Good Hope hates us unless we put our general back in it. But they'll start to like us in time, don't worry. Alright, Imrazul the Champion is one of our finest generals. He in fact is our best general, and he's just wandering around. Right, you need to go to Isengard then.
Yes, my lord.
Who should you replace? 88 of them really. Oh, 83 of them are useless. We'll just disband them. Right, Imrazul, make your way to
Your orders,
Isengard.
my lord.
Not that
Yes.
way.
we can go no further, my lord. We shall continue tomorrow.
Cross the bridge
we
there.
can go no further, my lord.
We'll get you there.
My lord.
Ah, yes, Londangren likes us a bit more now. Oh, 92 of them. Go and
By your command.
join him. Thank you very much.
Your will, my lord. Orders.
Another army assembles here. In one turn, they'll be ready to go. And then we'll move them out as well. Oh, look, they're training. Ah, the army for the
Yes,
Northern
my lord.
Dunedain. We press.
With honor.
We'll be there in a turn.
Your
Oh, and of
orders,
course,
my
what are we
lord.
actually going to do with this army? I will
Yes, my lord.
only take those that are fully equipped for the journey,
Your will, my lord.
which
Your
many of
will,
you
my
aren't.
lord. Orders. splitting our forces. Your will, my lord. Yes. Orders. Orders. Your will, my lord.
All of you go in there.
Splitting
Merge
the
again.
troops. Orders. By
We
your
might as well take the lot.
command,
Can we train another ship, please? Oh yeah, look, we can get a Dolgubala.
Your orders,
Because we've
my
got more
lord.
than enough. We don't need... Only 4 units need to stay here. So we might as well just take everything we can. So...
my lord.
you and you, a
Orders.
couple of the ballistas,
How may I serve?
all of
My
you,
lord. Yes.
Yes, my lord.
go in the ship.
Loading the troops
me,
into
sorry.
the transport.
3 more units can go in there with them.
Your will, my lord. As you wish.
Ah, but then of those 4, I mean... We might just take the lot and no, we'll just train new ones. Perfect. Mithlon quite likes us.
Ships ready.
Right, you guys get going. Where should we send you? Can we sail inland a bit? No. I could sail you all the way down here and try an incursion. Or we could go up the river and drop you off at... Yes, drop you off at Tharbad so we can
cannot
fight
sail
back.
there.
Yes.
These ships cannot go there.
Oh, there's an
We
independent
cannot
navy in the
sail
way.
there. Can you not tell?
I didn't know the rebels could get random navies. That's annoying. And the turn. Oh, Isengard is... Oh, Baron.
No further today.
Bugger. Oh, and Kharndom looks like it has just fallen to the dwarves, or the Misty Mountains were besieging it and have lost it. In any event, the dwarves are definitely returning to the powerful state they were when they were smashing me into the earth some time ago. But we really are doing well. Isengard has too many strong enemies, that's the problem. And they just, as I predicted when we attacked them, they can't divert troops to me because I am the weaker enemy. So the AI has looked at this and thought, I'm weaker than Mordor, they must keep fighting Mordor and send what they can over to me when they can. But of course that just means that they'll capitulate. Although they don't really have a choice because they're going to capitulate whatever happens, let's be honest. They're being attacked now from 2 sides, from as far to the west and as far to the east of their nation as it's possible to be. So if it's not even like they could send an army to help fight in Mordor, win a couple of battles, and then, oh, could you just divert a few regions over being attacked by someone else? It's not a few regions over, it's the entire nation. You've got to go through 10, 15 regions before you arrive at the border where we're hitting them. So I can understand why they are losing so quickly. We're just too far away from their defensive heartland. Oh, and I'm hoping, of course, to hold the river, but that means we're almost certainly going to have to fight against Mordor. I'm not confident on our chances in this one, though. But if all of our archers can get into position... I mean, if you could get into position, but you... What is this? Why are you standing on top of each other like morons? Oh, because of that, isn't it? Yeah. Any danger? We've wasted a lot of arrow firing potential there because this one just refuses to move. I don't know why. Anyway, there we are. We're just going to have to hold the line. Kill as many as you can. I don't think we're going to win this. Do they have range? Yeah, there's crossbows firing. Oh no, there's some Urukai archers. Right.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Break away. Break away. Getting smashed in the middle there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Run. I know you're going to be right in the fire of the crossbows, but there's nothing I can do about that. You're just going to have to endure the crossbow shots, I'm afraid. Fire! 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 Perfect. Now just hold the line. Where's the general? Blow the horn. Jess absolutely hates it when I drop my H's. I couldn't trouble you, gentlemen, to blow the horn, could I? Something I was meaning to say, YouTube has given me a great realization in that I deal very poorly with negative comments, but only poorly with negative comments that aren't constructive in any way and are just, you are an utter idiot. I struggle with these. But I've noticed a worrying trend of late where people have levelled legitimate criticism against the mod, or even just asked if something could be in the mod, and then they very quickly hasten to add a line where they're saying, like, this is constructive criticism, I really don't mean any offence. And it's like, I think then I am maybe coming across as considerably more irritated or irritable than actually I am. Like, whilst, yes, certain comments do really get to me and annoy me to my absolute core, I assure you that if you want to write a comment that says this is a stupid decision, or please can you add this, that, or the other, I'm not going to come out like all guns blazing. The only thing I cannot stand and will absolutely annihilate you for, either in a comment or on a YouTube video, is when people don't read information and then profess to say, oh, this is a bug, or this is broken, yada, yada, yada. I absolutely have no time for that whatsoever. If you don't read what I've written to try and circumvent this, then I am going to be very annoyed, and I'm not going to help you. It's that simple. I've been at this for a very long time. I've written so many guides and advice on how to install the mod, various bits and pieces about how the mod works, and if you just can't be bothered to read them, I'm not going to help you. That's my one caveat, and that I am, I suppose some may say, sensitive on. But unfortunately, I don't want to spend my entire day answering the same question a million times. So that's why I write a guide, and then if you don't read it, that's on you. But if you think something's wrong, like you absolutely hate the fact the Adûnâim wear red colouring, or you think Gundabad is a broken faction, or anything like that, then voice it, honestly. I certainly am not going to be jumping down your throat and shouting at you for it. I welcome constructive criticism, and I welcome feedback from a variety of views. It's how the mod is built and how we shape it. Sometimes we've made whole changes to a unit, the way they work or the way they look, based on a single comment of the over thousands and thousands of people that play this game. So please do comment, and you don't need to say, like, oh, I don't mean to offend or anything like that. Like, you don't offend me, honestly. This mod is a hobby, it's not my life's work, and it is only, as I say, it's only stupidity. I don't like stupidity, especially when it's particularly obvious and they've not done anything to help themselves. That's what I can't stand. But just taking fault with something in the mod that is purely subjective, then by all means take fault. We're not going to be annoyed. And I know I apologise a lot, but I can only apologise if I have given you the impression that I'm going to jump down your throat if you think something's not very good. That's not my intention at all. We're winning this really easily. I thought we'd get a really hard time of it, but we've actually done really well. I don't know why they can't get in, but they're very nicely just standing there and letting us shoot them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, someone opened the gate.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight. Behold how the enemy
162. We killed 1,000.
Great victory.
Goodness. I know that at the outset of this campaign I always said, like, our time will come toward the end when we will show our might, because we are excellent heavy infantrymen. But my god, are we excellent heavy infantrymen. I mean, we are really doing well. Isengard are a really formidable opponent, and they are not giving us enough grief. I think we are going to have no option but to reignite the war with the dwarves, otherwise this will turn into a really boring just walk to the finish line, and no one wants to see that. So I think once we've shored up the Eisen, I'm not going to seal my fate with it. I still want to win, although win our own requirements, of course.
Courage and honor have conquered.
Once we've reached the Eisen River, Imrazor, no, don't die. Oh, well done. That's where I was sending you anyway. Laglug. Laglug has attacked. Go on then. There's enough time to just see off the Misty Mountains. They've got some good units in there. There's a lot of halberds actually, but Their captain is a 16-unit Bowls champions, but we're going to smash them. Give it another save. Once we've reached the Isen River, and we've so essentially taken everything west of the northern spur of the White Mountains, where the Gap of Rohan, basically everything west of the Gap of Rohan, we will turn on the dwarves. We've given them more than enough opportunity to. Oh, and we've got so many regions that border them. We can start preparing the attack now and go for the absolute best way of turning on your allies by building armies, standing them in their regions, and then attacking all at once on the same turn. It's the most fun thing to do. Oh, this is what Tharbad looks like when it's rebuilt, by the way. It has the Wall of Minas Tirith, as you can see. And all the buildings get their roofs back. All of the bridges are repaired. There's no more ruins in sight. Although I note that the battle map, unfortunately, always shows that both of them have been repaired. But of course, actually at the moment, only one has. But there's game reasons why it has to be like that, and I'm not going to go into them now. Just rest assured that it does. Right, well, our options are to hold them at these two little bridges here, which I would prefer, to be honest, because they're going to shoot the walls with their siege equipment. And in this version of the game, I'm not even sure those towers actually shoot arrows, so I'm not going to waste our men on the arrow towers, so we'll hold the bridges instead, which I think is an easier way to defend, especially as most of them come for this bridge. Have we got a really small unit where we can test if the... Oh, look, 13 of you, yeah. Go and stand on that wall and see if those towers will shoot the enemy. Right. So... Oh, that's interesting. There's huge divots there. I mean, it looks like you'd be able to stand on this white bit, but I'm pretty sure you can't. It's very annoying. As with all of these battle maps, sometimes they work, most of the time they don't.
We are ready to strike.
Corsairs ready to charge in there. Savages, sorry, normal Corsairs there. Halberds across the back. Right, and the other bridge is of course a threat as well though, so we'll put some of our finer units there, and if they don't attack this way, we'll charge across this bridge and hit them in the side. Perfect. Right. Let me just come to range. All three of you. Oh, come on, you can stand there. Yes, you can. Perfect. Stand there, please. Rangers don't need as much range. Don't need as much... Well, we want to have the best sight possible, really. But we'll be putting crossbows over here. Is it better to go that way? I think it's probably better to go that way. I'm very tempted to put a unit of crossbows over there, but I think the enemy will see through that. Can we get crossbows there? Yes, we can. Chuck some crossbows there. Get these to stand a bit further back. There we are. Now, as I say, rangers, you can go further back and fire over everyone into the enemy. We'll have generals as a backstop, because they will probably push for the square, they always do. So we'll have generals in backup positions. Oh, we've got a unit of archers. You can go there. They are breaking down the wall, as you can hear. Where exactly are they breaking down the wall, though? Oh, right by the gate. What a waste of time. I've never understood why they do that. You've got battering rams. Just break down the gate and break down the wall all the way over there so you can come in two locations. Does that not make much more sense?
The enemy are through the walls. Fight on.
Where are you going to go next? You're not going to go for the towers, are you? No, they're walking slightly towards us. Yeah, get over there. Your units die randomly every time the wall takes a certain amount of damage. And even though, obviously, that little bit they're standing on will keep them alive, if they still over here, they'll just die. So. They're doing a reasonable job of bringing it down. They're wasting ballister bolts on it. I don't know why they're doing that, but... Oh, I think they're out of... stones. Yes, the catapults have stopped. That is common. Catapults don't have very many... don't have much ammunition. Come on! Slow buggers. Ah, there we are. And they're just going to go for that one gap in... Oh, the AI does make me laugh. Moment of truth. Ah, yes, the towers do work in this version. Oh, brilliant. Well, you guys stay up there, and then at least we've got a couple of unit of extra archers then. Right, everyone that's ranged... Hold on, you haven't stood still yet. Why have you not stood still? Stand still now. Everyone that's a missile unit, do not fire at will yet.
The enemy have the walls. Look to our defense, or all will be lost.
That one man threw that javelin with such venom, and he just totally missed. Oh, lucky friend. You tried your best. Ah, don't tell me my great plan is going to be for naught, and they're going to come across the other bridge. Oh, you're picking a few off with the towers are getting quite a few as well, actually. Oh, unlucky. Go on, give them another go. These two are throwing everyone's javelins. Oh, so close. But you missed again. Give it another go, friends. I believe in you this time. Yes, yes. Ah, and you missed again. I mean, there's quite a lot of them. I mean, if you want to just... Hold on. What on earth is happening here? Oh, the buggers have crossbows, don't they? Oh, I completely forgot about that. You want to shoot me, you scum? Try this on for size. Killing wargs is just not even fun, it's so easy. Where is the bulk of the army going? That'll do for now. We'll wait till the enemy's properly in. Ah, yes, they are coming the way we want them to.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, someone climbed the wall to get our marines. We're getting shot with crossbows. Right, go for it. Unleash. Full fury of the Adûnâim ranged assault, please. Now, there are quite a lot of them coming from that other side. Right, generals. We'll go over there, and Corsairs. Come over here, please. Looks like they're going to take the fastest way to the square. They're also going to kill their captain almost immediately, because they've just charged him in. There he is. That's the man leading the entire assault. Or the man, sorry, that's the goblin leading the entire assault. He's walked in essentially alone to our finer units. The bulk of their army is actually going the other way, so we've got a lot of routing already though. Have we got anyone that can't really shoot anywhere? No. Oh, they are sort of coming from both ways. What are the stats so far? 7 plays 27. Go for it, encircle them.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
And down he goes.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
The halberds are doing quite well, though, aren't they? They're pushing through us. Ah, but their other army over here is getting massacred. Well done indeed, friends. And one of our ranged units. Almost 50% of the enemy has now died, and only 10% of us have bitten the dust. Every time they come around that corner, they get swamped.
They have lost half their men.
Move the line forward. There's no one outside, is there? I'm going to have to worry about... Oh, yeah, the catapult crew never came in. And there is someone fighting our man on that wall. Oh, they've trapped you. But the banner flies atop the walls of Tharbad. And 2 taskmasters. They must be... The only thing I can think is they're having a little debate. These must be the only really literate orcs. And so this gentleman is trying to persuade them as to why they should side with the Adûnâim. Their time in the sun has passed. The Misty Mountains Empire is crumbling beneath them. And here on the walls of Tharbad, we will break every assault they send, is what I'm assuming he's saying. And they're obviously listening very intently, and they're kind of thinking, he has a point. Why are they fighting for these overlords who are just going to get them killed? Why not side with the Adûnâim?
We wait for battle. Charge!
See, look, they're definitely deep in conversation. He's even ignoring orders, so they must be talking about something very engrossing. Oh, we've slaughtered the enemy there. Oh, yeah, this is already all over then. Right, let's push out and get the ranged units. Now, this is incredibly already all over. We've utterly slaughtered them. They'll break as soon as the secondary army hits them.
In our favor. Victory will be ours.
Oh no, they are fighting on. Give them some credit. And there we are, they're broken. Let them run. And that's it. It's so easy against goblins, isn't it? It's so easy. Right, who didn't really use? You didn't really get used. Oh, and they're doing alright. We need to chase down the catapult crew. Oh, we don't have access to the gate. Oh, he convinced them. Or did they flee, or did they die? Oh no, what happened to his taskmaster? Come on. I don't know. I don't know where they are. They must have... I don't know. I mean, I honestly have literally no idea. They've just gone. Unless he won. Don't tell me he won. Please don't tell me that after all of that, he then just massacred them. They've still got catapult bolts. Oh, Jesus. And we've sent our general in against these. Break up. Change directions. Oh, it's right. They're only cows. Pestilence only lowers morale.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
This will be the first, or the second, sorry, of a long line of these defences until our army arrives from Mithlond, where we shall then push back and scatter the goblins. Is the hope, anyway. I thoroughly enjoyed that, actually. This week, I don't really know what episodes will come and what will be. I do hope to do another, providing that it went down well. As I'm recording this, my faction lore overview of Gundabad has just finished processing on YouTube. But of course, by the time you're watching this, it's been released for a day or 2 days or whatever. If it went down relatively successfully, I do actually hope to do another one, slightly maybe longer one, next weekend. So that this week will end on another one of those overviews. But then I don't know what other videos will make up the week. Probably 2 Adûnâim, 1 Gundabad, and then an overview. And then maybe next week 2 Gundabad, 1 Adûnâim, and an overview. I don't know. But I am going to end this episode here as I'm going to London in about 30 minutes. So I need to go and get ready. And also because now it's about 45 minutes long. Well done, Ben. So I think I might just leave it there and make sure there's nothing we need to actually check up on. Oh, Forlond upgraded. I'll take anything related to money, please. Thank you very much. Adûnâim has built some farming. Can retrain its catapult crews. Oh, blacksmith, yes, please. Get crop rotation. And Alkfud got a dark sanctuary. Likes us just that little bit more than it maybe did before.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
We can go
My
no
lord.
further, my lord.
Your orders, my
We
lord.
can go no further, my lad.
Yes.
Ah, we've walked into Dunyard, and we're now stuck.
Yes, my lord.
And with it, oh, got my hopes up. We were the richest faction. Faction. We are no longer. Well, Castle Good Hope's got quite the garrison now. Where did all them come from? Bloody millions of the buggers.
Your will, my lord.
Is there a better way round? Because you're going to get attacked there.
Your orders, my lord.
That's right. Well, if they go back to attack Karas, we can then just kill them there. And of course, we do need to take Baravin back from the clans of Enadwaith, who have risen up again. Idiots.
Ships ready.
Well, don't die there.
Disembarking. Orders.
Go back to Argon, and we'll come back with a bigger army. I shouldn't queue those up because that's not. I'm not going to do those on this turn, am I? Let's be honest. Right, but as I say, that is where I'm going to end it there. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navair Naden Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.